goals. What do you want to create even in the next 30 days? And then set long-term goals so that you can actually focus on creating health and optimizing that health all along this journey. And then successful people know what their tools are. They know what their resources are. You know, so and some other people are going to share a little bit more about that, so I don't want to talk too much about that. But we have 4 like fundamental offerings, foundational offerings. The first and foremost of what I love most, this healthy community. We cheer each other on. We're just better together. We celebrate each other. We share victories, that type of thing. And Dr. A's Habits of Health is another foundational aspect of this program. So get in there, kind of dig into the foundation of health, Dr. A's Habits of Health, and understand, you know, what the decisions that you make, how they affect your health. And we have all types of support, you know, with Habits of Health calls and story calls, focus groups like this, our Facebook community. The health coach is very interesting. I was actually rafting with some friends just a little while ago, and our guide was so good at telling us what is going to happen. And so, and as a health coach, that's all we are. We're guides. And so we've been kind of down this road ahead of you. And so it was so interesting when our guide would tell us, okay, this is going to happen, and your instincts are going to want to you're going to want to move this way or that way. But trust me, and it seems counterintuitive, but move in the way that I guide you. And so when we got hit by this huge wave, we all did what the guide told us to do, not what our instincts did. And it was just the most amazing thing because everyone stayed in the boat. We had so much fun, and we would not have been successful without that guide. And as you can see, if you kind of go alone, sometimes you are just not as successful. So talk to the people that have gone before you on this journey. And then also we have our fuelings. And our feelings are, you know, they're exclusive to this community, to health coaches and our clients. You know, they're sourced from around the world. They're scientifically proven with nutrition, the nutritional profile to give us the nutrition that we need to create health. And so, you know, lean into your feelings, talk to your health coach so that they can help you to make a plan to fuel the goals that you have. So they're all very specific as to your own goals. And that's what I have. And then Lori is going to actually touch on some tangible tips. I'm going to try to stop screen share to just kind of help you with some tangible tips to move this forward for you.
Thanks, Tim. Can you hear me? Yeah? Good. Okay, I'll get started. So hey guys, I'm Lori, and I'm here to share some exciting tips to keep you on track and keep you focused on making a great, healthy lifestyle for yourself. So I found this program about 4.5 years ago with my husband. I lost 30 pounds and I lost 50. Most importantly, we've been able to keep it off. And so I'm going to share some wonderful tips with you all, organized and focused. One of the first things I like to do is let you know, find a shopping day that you know that it's your day off of work, you've got some time to go to the store and get yourself prepared. I usually like to do it on Sundays because I have some downtime on Sundays. So I'll go shopping, I'll stock up on all of my lean and green items. So our freezer is stocked with things like turkey meatballs. That's the easiest go-to. These are our favorites. We get them from Costco. And then we like to get fish, we like to get shrimp, we like to get some ground turkey, ground beef, and we just stock it all in the freezer, okay? Then you wanna stock up on all of your fresh veggies as well. I like to keep things on hand that are easy to get to. Sometimes you get home from work late, you don't have time to prepare anything, so it's easy to just grab like some tomatoes, maybe a salad that you could put together, There's moments where I just put like an egg white omelet together, super quick, super easy. I've got my egg whites in my fridge. I've got tomatoes. I've got mushrooms, bell pepper, whatever you want to put in that. So there's some wonderful, wonderful recipes that you can get when you plug into your Facebook health community. You should all have one, and if you don't know where that is, I recommend you talking to your health coach about that. So that's kind of some of the fun stuff. Now, what I like to do, and when I was on the 5-in-1, I never left home without my bag. And I like to tell all my clients too, if you leave home without your cell phone, what do? You turn around and you get your cell phone, right? This should be just as important. We want to have healthy fuel on hand at all times, especially when you're on the 5-in-1. So there's different ways of keeping this organized. Some people like to just put a little baggie together for the day, and you could just put your 5 fuelings in there. I personally like to just put a ton of fuelings in here because I'm one of those people that just like to eat what I feel like eating at that moment. I like to stock my glove compartment with things that are not going to melt, so like the pretzels and the puffs. Those are great to keep on hand, and then also keeping things in your cooler. Now, I always have extra on hand because never fails, you're going to get stuck in traffic or it might set you off track. If you're getting ready to go into a meeting, I recommend like putting a bar in your pocket. These are fantastic, your little shaker cups that you guys all get the Optavia one. But what I like to do with this is in the morning, I just fill it up with ice to the top. So what's gonna happen to the ice is it's gonna melt. So then you just take your shake and then you're gonna have your melted cold water in there and you just put the shake mix in there and then you shake it up and there's your meal. How easy is that? Go into your meeting and you're all set and ready to go. So those are awesome. Now we know just as important as having the healthy fuel on hand and fueling your body every 2.5 to 3 hours is water. So what I do, and I still do, even 4.5 years later, I wake up every morning and I fill up my water bottles. I've got 4 in here. Now, this is so important because we want to flush that fat out of your body, right? So it's really important to get the water in. The more you're prepared, the more you're not leaving it to chance, and the more you're just ready and you're taking your health journey first priority in your life. How many of you guys sometimes say, oh, I can't get the water down? Okay, so we've got some fun tips with that too. These are my absolute favorite. They're the strawberry lemonade flavor infuser. We've got other flavors as well. But these are fantastic, and you can put them in your water bottle, and it's a nice treat. So that's something fun. So a couple tips I want to share with you guys is, I've got a lot of tips. When you're getting started, get yourself organized and get a folder, however you like. Print off your condiment list. This is amazing. This is how you're going to spruce up your wonderful food and have fun with it. And then I also say to recommend printing the vegetarian guide. Now you can get all of this information in your welcome email that you got. Also, you can find it at answers.optavia.com. And you can get all of your information and downloadable things on there as well. Now, you should have all gotten this amazing Optavia guide in your first box with your order. This is a fantastic tool, and this is my favorite part right there, is where you can actually journal and keep track of everything that you're eating throughout the day. This is what helps to start create those healthy habits and being conscientious of your choices. Because it's very amazing when you keep putting almonds in or whatever it is, how quickly those calories add up. So this is a wonderful tool to utilize and really dive deep into this. I don't have enough time to go through everything, but your health coach can walk through this with you as well. Some wonderful other tools is the Habits of Health book, and we have a workbook, The Living a Longer, Healthier Life. I don't have it here right now. And this is another fantastic book by Dr. A, Discover Your Optimal Health. Highly recommend. These are the educational component of the plan. The fuelings are going to help you to lose the weight and get healthy. However, the educational component is really, really what's going to assist you in keeping long-term health, and that's what we're here doing. Another couple things. There is an app that you guys can add to your phone. It depends on if you enjoy paper or electronic, more of a paper girl, but you can get this wonderful app on your phone, HOH Dashboard, and this is where you can keep track of all of your food, your daily activity, your water intake, and everything, and this is going to help you stay laser focused as well. Couple other fun tricks. I know I'm running out of time here. I love to, on my meal prepping day, I like to make a lot of the cauliflower pizza because we love that. And we're on the go quite a bit. So when we come home, I know I can put an easy lean and green meal together in like 10 minutes. So you can make a lot of the cauliflower crust up and we freeze it. And I just put them on parchment paper and layer it and put that in the freezer. So if you're coming home late, just grab your pizza crust, have some low sugar, low carb marinara sauce on hand, some low fat cheese, and you can put some veggies on top of there, easy lean and green. The turkey meatballs always, always help us to stay on track as well because that's that easy protein. And then this is my new little best friend. It's an amazing little waffle iron that you can use for the pancakes. You can use it for the chocolate chip soft bake, blueberry muffin. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's super fun. So anyway, I think, oh, this is one more little tip I wanted to share with you guys. For those of you that are like soda drinkers, this has helped to replace that kick for me. And it's just sparkling water with just a little fruit flavor, but the zero carbs, zero sugar. And this is a nice little treat when you feel like having something. So those are some fun tips from my kitchen to yours. And I hope that they bring value to you guys tonight. Thanks for letting me share, you guys.
Holy smokes, Lori. Girlfriend, you need like your own little show. I love it. This is so awesome. Perfect tips, you guys. I don't know, but throw a 1 in the chat or some hearts out there if you loved those tips and you want to keep more tangible things like that coming. Lori, you mic drop, girl. You just really helped a lot. I love that you said that about the cauliflower pizza because I just made one tonight as I zipped in before this call. It's so nice to have that right there in the freezer ready to go. So thank you so much for those awesome tips. I am excited to bring on our next speaker from Montana, Allison, really going to piggyback on what Lori said with the tangible tips of how you can stay on track daily. Allison's going to show us how you can show up and participate in this over the next 3 weeks and actually over the course of your journey to get the most out of this. Really, I know one thing, when we fully participate, when I fully participate in anything in life, and when I started my own health journey, I kind of thought I could do it on my own. I thought I was going to pack my little baggie of food and take it to the hospital because I was working as a nurse and just eat the food and lose the weight. Well, what I realized is that, yeah, I lost 45 pounds, but it didn't take long, maybe a week. And I found out that this community was key, that reading and learning the habits of health, that education part was key. Tuning in and participating in all that we have to offer was really key. And this is 7, 8, almost 8 years later, maintaining my healthy weight and loving this community. So Allison, why don't you come on and share a little bit about what people can do to really get the most out of this and the most out of their journey by really, we're going to share a word with you called integration. And Allison's going to tell us what that means.
Hey guys, hope y'all are having a good night and enjoying all of our speakers. I'm sure y'all all know what integrated means, but it's kind of interesting when we Google these things and look it up and look at it point blank in front of us. So for me, what I'd like to talk about with integration is just piggyback on to really what Dawn said. Integration can look the same whether you're brand new to our community or whether you've been around the block for a while. When I first got started with Optavia over 4 years ago, just like Dawn said, I thought I'd be fine on my own. I'm kind of hard-headed that way. I'm Southern and I know what I'm doing and I do what I want. But what I quickly found is that the fuelings and the nutrition, it truly only goes so far, you guys. It's the whole package of being integrated into our community. And that's really when I started to see my health start to shift, when I started to find the full value in everything we have. So basically, what does integration mean? Well, here's the definition, and it's just like what Dawn said. It really is about basically participation, being involved in our community, finding value in that. And that's where the gold is. It really is where you get the most out of your health. So let's talk a little bit about how you guys could be integrated. There we go. So all of us have a health coach. If you don't have a health coach, then you probably have someone who invited you to this page, right? So whoever that person is, they're your health coach. They're your guide. They're going to keep you grounded and they're going to keep you on task. And here's a picture of my health coach and then her health coaches. We have a lot of fun together. So the health coach is key in just helping assist you on your journey. Sorry, I can't see my own slides because of all your beautiful faces, so I'm moving you around. And then the second huge key to integration really is about having a weekly celebration day. You probably know what that is. Your health coach is probably calling you either on a Monday or Tuesday or whatever day they'd like to do. It's one time a week, we talk about what's going well or maybe what's not going well. And what I like to think of these celebration calls as really helping you adjust your sails so that we can talk about what's not going well and what is going well and where to kind of adjust. I'm sure you guys all have a copy of this, and if you don't, you will. The Habits of Health book and the companion guide. Basically, what this piece is in your integration component is learning about what's going on in here, you guys. Again, the fuelings, the nutrition part, it only goes so far if we don't really value and work on changing this. And this is going to help you with kind of some of those peripheral parts of health to help you move forward. And then our nutrition. Lots of you guys are probably on one of our programs, the 5-in-1, the 3-in-3. I mean, who knows? We have about 10 different programs. Or maybe you're not on a program at all. That's okay. Maybe you're working on drinking more water or sleeping better. But basically, our nutrition plans are on point, and they're going to help you move forward in your health. So if you're not on one of our Optavia plans, just make sure you're on point with whatever it is that you're doing. And so another key component is our community. You've heard us talk a lot about that. We have Habits of Health calls each week. We have nurses calls, physician calls, but I just wanted to note that you guys, you can subscribe to these podcasts. I went in and Googled Habits of Health calls, and up this came, and you can add it to your home screen. So if you're finding that you're not able to tap into these, add it to your home screen, and guess what? You get notifications. So you can see that the list is going to come up, and you're going to be able to see or maybe identify with something that makes sense to you that week at whatever point you are in your journey. And again, all of this is going to bring value to different points along your journey. Okay, and so getting close, your health support page, this is from our health support page, the 247 page, but all of us have different support pages. So if you're not tapped into that support page, please make sure you know how to utilize it and you know how to use the tools. These are kind of vital for most of us as we're moving forward in our health, where you're going to find recipes, where you're going to find new healthy friends, and where we're going to cheer each other on. Or guess what? Maybe help support you when you're not having a so good day. So the last piece I want to remind you of is that can be really big is living out loud. Being able to share this opportunity with other people and letting other people know that you're working on your health. Health doesn't have to be a super private thing. It can be something where you can invite other people to join you. And there's so much value in that, you guys. When people join us in what we're doing and know what you're doing and are kind of speaking your same health language, it can make a huge difference in your outcome as well. So build community and ask people to join us. Okay, so integrate yourself. I took that from Frost Yourself. I don't know if you guys like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but I'm a fan. So integrate yourselves, and this is how you're going to do it, guys. It all comes back to a real clear system. I don't know if you guys have realized, but Optavia, we really are about system. If you follow the system, you're going to do amazing. Losing weight on our nutrition plan, I'm not trying to say it's easy, hear my heart, but it is very, very simple. And honestly, the real work, guys, comes right here. And it comes in making friends and building a community and really building your community from the roots up so that you have people around you to play with and who speak your language. So a lot of it's mentality and mindset. And I'm truly grateful for this community and truly grateful that it's helped me move forward in my health. And I hope that that's the same for you guys.
One more time.
Awesome, Allison. Thank you so much for defining that and showing us what it looks like and showing us how really it's important to participate and not just be a spectator, because we're going to get out of this what we put into it. So to wrap a really beautiful bow on all of this, I'm going to bring on Susan LaBelle, who has participated and run lots of focus groups like this, and really just to show kind of hit home what we're talking about here in this next 3 weeks, and setting us up really to build that foundation that you guys can take from this call today and move forward over the next week and over the next few weeks, actually your whole journey, and really get the most out of this. So Susan, I'm going to kick it over to you. And then actually we also have some little action steps for you. So hang on till the very end, guys.
Awesome. I just want to wrap us up in the last couple minutes. Awesome job. Great partners. Love all of you guys, and love the activity tonight and the blow up of the chat. I mean, that's what this is all about. And just to put a pretty bow about where the feed your focus came from. It's really what we feed, what we put energy towards, what we put focus on is what grows. We want to starve our distractions. We want to get rid of all the things that are kind of those obstacles that are getting in the way of us reaching our goals. And so congrats and kudos to you to just showing up tonight, right? Congratulations for putting yourself first. Did you know it's the least selfish thing you can do is to put yourself first and take control of your health? And it's just so you can show up better for the people around you. So I want to leave us with a bit of an analogy today, or a metaphor, and it has to do with one of these like little guys. Guess what these are? These are dandelions. I had to go on a little walk today with my doggy and find a dandelion. But the metaphor is really for our health journey. And really my question to you is, do you just mow down your dandelions, right? So they pop up in our grass. They're actually a weed. And when they pop up, we don't love them. And then we mow down our grass. And for a moment, our grass looks really clean and pristine, right? And that's sometimes how we'll even approach our health. We'll just kind of do the basics and just get it to look nice for a second. But then the weekend comes, or, you know, you have a wedding to go to or something like that. And lo and behold, the little dandelion pops back up. And sometimes it even brings friends, right? Do you ever feel like they're just more keep coming, right? And we keep having these obstacles. And really where I want to go with that is the dandelions will keep coming back if we don't get to the root of the problem. You can mow them down. It'll be good for a couple days, maybe a couple months. So if this is not your first focus group and you're going, how do I get on top of this? Like, I really, really, really want to have that beautiful, pristine yard. This time, we hope you go just a little bit deeper. Okay? We get to the root and actually get to the root of what's going on, because you can stop the dandelions from growing. I'm not saying the wind doesn't blow, right? And they won't come back here and there, but we can get to the root of what's going on. And I know I sometimes look at my neighbor's yard and I think, dang, their yard looks really nice. And here's what I know is that, just like Tim said in the beginning, they've made their yard a priority. And that's why it looks nice. And they know what tools to use, and they know how to use them. And I know they get help. And I suppose you help on my journey too, right? That's why you have a health coach. That's why you have this community. If you need help, you know, you got to use your tools. You got to gather the help. And that's really what it looks like. But every day it takes work and intention, and it needs to be a priority if you want it to be something that you're moving towards. So I don't know if that serves you. I love a good story. And I'm so excited about what the intention we're going to create in the next 3 weeks. But this is really a launching pad to help you guys create long-term health. Okay, that beautiful, pristine yard. And not be just mowing down our dandelions, but actually moving forward and growing what we want. So Dawn, I'll have you flash on the action steps for us, because it's important that we're in action. Action is where we can actually put all those thoughts that are going in our head and we put it into motion, right? That's where creation really gets exciting and fun. So this week, we're going to make a decision and we're going to declare it. We're going to say it out loud, maybe in the thread of the live feed on your page. You send it to your coach, and I want you to declare it, to proclaim it to your coworkers, to your spouse, to your family. Let them know what's important to you. When we keep it to ourselves, it's kind of like sitting on the sidelines and we're not really playing the game, right? So it's so important that we make the decision and we declare it, that health is important to us, and we say it out loud. When we speak it, it comes into existence. It's important to know, what do you want to accomplish? We don't choose that for you. You get to decide what's important to you in 3 weeks, and by maybe the end of the year, and maybe even in 3 to 5 years. So important to have short-term goals that we see come into fruition quickly, and long-term goals. And also to know, why is that important to you, right? Why is it important to you? And if you keep having those same dandelions popping up, why are they there? Let's get to the root of what's really going on to help you move forward. They said proclaim it. Find that accountability partner. So, so, so important. And your health coach is there for you, you guys. So definitely reach out, tag them, let them know what you want to create in the next 3 weeks and over the end of the year. And then integrate. If that's a new word for you, how fun. You're like, hey, I know what she's talking about. Integrate and participate. Gather all your tools. The art just doesn't happen ever on its own, right? It takes tools. It takes intention. It takes priority. Integrate, participate. What you put in is what you get out. So we're going to start doing this week to assist you really in your goals. So we're going to next week really go into dialing in the science of the nutrition and the exercise. And so don't wait if you're like antsy and want to know, connect with your coach, but take some progress pictures. It's important that we check in with ourselves and know where are we at, right? And we're not just about the scale, but if that is part of your goals, check in with yourself there. Maybe even set a non-weight loss goal. That's pretty novel, right? Like, we're talking health here. Like, what are your health goals? And post those things in the client support page. We're going to also be promoting our Habits of Health call on Wednesday nights, and you guys can dive into your habits of health and your study a guide. But for now, it's proclaim it, make a decision, proclaim it, find that accountability partner, bring them with you, right? Share your goals, and then really look to see what is the 1 or 2 things you're going to take to integrate and participate this week. Maybe it's not all of them, but pick one thing you love that Lori shared and Allison shared, and let's put them into action and into motion, because that's what it's going to look like for you to create that long-term health. So thanks, guys. So glad you joined us. Dawn, I'll kick it back to you to wrap us up.
Awesome. Wow. Thanks everyone for sharing. The chat, if y'all on the Zoom, the chat is blowing up, and I'm assuming it's the same in all of the live feeds. Susan, clearly people love that analogy. Thank you so much. You guys, let's go out there. Let's do these action steps. Get in contact with your accountability partner, your health coach, and let's really go and make it an amazing week. We can't wait to see you in the client support pages, integrated and having fun, participating, and we'll see you back here same time next week, 5:30. All right, you guys? Have an amazing week. And yeah, we just can't wait to really dive into some of our health goals and make some great progress.
What a call. Thank you so much, everyone.
That was awesome. Lori, I think we've all decided it's like mornings with Lori or whatever. You are awesome. That was so fun. Loved getting a little tour of your kitchen.
Thank you, Lori. It was awesome.